Every time we open the back door, the girls come running because they expect treats. But I don't have anything. I'm going to the garden, ladies, to see what's out there. I may have something for you when I come back. Okay? Is that kosher with y'all? See you in a minute. Yeah, back from vacation. And this garden has gone crazy. I'm going to do a garden update. Well, I'm doing a garden update. This is just the introduction. So, yeah, I'll let y'all see what's going on. Stay tuned. So, first up, when I left, I had a lot of flowers on these sweet peas. And now we have pods, y'all. We have pods. I guess the sweet peas like when the weather warms up a little bit because it's been pretty warm here in eastern North Carolina over the past few days. And yeah, we have sweet pea pods. They'll get fatter. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, these green beans are everywhere. I don't know if this video is gonna do any justice, but of course I'll show you the harvest when I finish picking them. But that's the green beans, y'all. And I harvested these before we left. They're everywhere. Okay, y'all are not gonna believe this, but this is the collards. These are the collards that I harvested before I left. That plant and that plant over there and back there. Insane, right? But let me show you what else is insane. This broccoli. It went crazy while I was gone, y'all. That's one. And there's two. We have broccoli, people. We have broccoli. The chickens and the rabbits got the broccoli last year, but we have broccoli. And guess what else we have? Let me see if I can show you. Well, the celery is doing well too. See, we're gonna have celery for Thanksgiving. But let me see if I can get in here and show you what I see down there. You see it? Do you see it? Shh, be quiet. It's a cauliflower. Oh, I grew cauliflower. These are more collards, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll have to go look back. And these are collards. Yeah, collards. That one's coming along with some onions beside it. But yeah, those are collards too. Over here we have rutabaga. And I just did an experiment. Look, I put like several in this one little, I think it's 5-gallon container to see what would happen. Well, we're seeing what's happening. They're growing. And somebody told me that you could eat rutabaga leaves. I knew you could eat broccoli leaves, but I didn't know you could eat rutabaga leaves. So we're gonna try it. Over here, we have more rutabaga and collards. See, that's how I can tell it's a rutabaga down there. See that root? And that's a rutabaga. But I think over here is a collard green. See, it doesn't have that same kind of root. I just was throwing stuff in bins and containers just to see what would happen. But yeah, that's another container of rutabaga. And over here, I have grown purple hull peas. Somebody, I think, sent me some seeds, and I think I got them as a free seed from Callie Kim because I had ordered some other things from her, and they grew. we have purple hull peas, which when they're shelled, they, I think, are called, I think this variety will be pink-eyed peas instead of black-eyed peas. But we have purple hull peas on the vine. What? And then down here beside the purple hull peas, get it right, Veronica. I believe I have more rutabaga, and there were peas in this bed, but they didn't seem to take off and do anything. So again, another one of those experimental containers that I just threw stuff in. Okay, and more celery. Oh, my sisters are gonna love me. And it smells so good. It smells just like celery. And these carrots have gone crazy. Dre is going to have a field day with these carrots. I do carrots cooked, but he likes them raw. And so I've been thinning them out, and hopefully they'll be bigger than they were. And then I have another celery over here. And it's just going. See down there? Got more celery. Thanksgiving celery from my backyard. Okay, this is my experimental cabbage and collards. And I think these are 3 gallon. No, they're bigger than that. I can't remember. But there's a gentleman that's in a wheelchair in a town next to ours in Winterville, and all of his garden is made up of these black containers. This is what he grows all his collards in and all his cabbage. And so I decided to try it. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't even remember what I put in this container, but it looks like some carrots and some Swiss chard. I just threw stuff in there just to see what it would grow. But right beside it is Swiss chard. Got some Swiss chard for my good friend Zenobia. Yes, Zenobia. This is your container, my friend. We have the red stem, the yellow stem, and I believe one of them is supposed to be an orange stem. I was inspired by that bed of greens that day we went to lunch that we saw outside that restaurant. So yeah, all for you, Z. And then one more over here. Doesn't look like the other one. Ooh, maybe I only put one in there. Yeah, getting ready for Zenobia. That's the Swiss chard containers and the mystery. Over here are beets and rutabaga. Doesn't look to be thriving as much as the others, but we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, everything looks dry right now, but it's gonna rain today, so, or this evening, so I'm not gonna water right now. But my niece, thank you, Yana, has been coming over since we were gone and taking care of the plants. She's been watering for us. Yeah, thanks, Yana. Lettuce, and more lettuce. Y'all, I harvested this, and I'll put a picture up before we left. And yeah, here we are 9 days later. That's a lot of lettuce. I'll be gifting this to family members and friends and coworkers and the like. Yeah, it's a lot of lettuce. And then this mighty one. I threw a seed in here. It's a rutabaga. Had no idea how it would do in this pool bed, but look at it. Insane. And again, I'm gonna try these rutabaga leaves. They're huge. So I'm gonna cook them down and see what they taste like. Somebody says it gives you collards vibes. Well, we're gonna see, because I'm gonna harvest some of these That's the rooster. Y'all know how he does. But yeah, I'm gonna harvest some of these and see what I get. And then over here is a beet and some onions. I decided to see what I could do in this bed, and stuff is growing. I never did plant that broccoli. I wonder if it's too late. It started rooting. Hilarious. Okay, maybe it's not too late. I'm gonna put it somewhere and we'll see what happens. Okay, remember the bed that the watermelon were in earlier in the summer? Well, this is collards, broccoli, cauliflower, and I believe there's a cabbage or two in here. And look at this broccoli. It's not as big as the other bed, but it's broccoli. And look in here. Wait, I don't want to break the leaves. But look, let's see if you can see. There's cauliflower. Yay! I don't know why I'm whispering like it needs me to be quiet, but it's cauliflower. I grew cauliflower. What? This is crazy. And remember those collards I just harvested before I left? Well, they're back. That's all for these plants. I gotta get put this pine straw off of them, but they grew back. And I think this would be 7 days. Yeah, and I got onions everywhere. Just because I can't eat onions, I'm allergic, but they keep the pests away. And I think this is another. Yep, it is. It's another cauliflower. There I go whispering again. Let's see. Get down in there. You see it? It's in there, I promise. There it is. Cauliflower. Crazy. And remember this bed? This is where we had that corn this summer that we were experimenting with. And then I said I was just gonna throw some seeds down here to see what happened. I've got some kohlrabi in here, some carrots, I believe some beets. It's not doing horrible. I've not done anything to it. I just put the seeds in the ground, haven't fertilized or anything. So let's see what happens. It's getting dark, but I needed to show y'all these carrots too. They're going crazy over here with these peas, feeding it nitrogen. Remember the broccolini? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think it got a little bit too warm for this mixed salad bed. But we're gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna bother it. I'll take out some of the dead leaves, but then we'll see. But the henpeck salad did pretty good. It's bouncing back. I'm gonna do another harvest tomorrow. I cut this back and harvested it before we left. And look at there, it's back again, as well as this spinach. And these beets are beating, okay? Do you hear me? These beets are beating. All right, Trevor. There's your beets and your spinach for your juicing. In this bed, we got dinosaur kale, we have kohlrabi, and we have cabbage. And of course, we have more celery. That's the rude rooster again. Just ignore him. Match is back. Hey, Match. Hey, Match. Say hi to the people. Yep, y'all. We even got a marigold. That's the end of the fall garden tour. I'll update you with the harvest later. Okay, so I've been talking about the harvest that I had to do. And this is some mixed greens. Some spinach is in there. That's from one of the beds. Then we had to harvest these green beans. Well, these some of the biggest green beans. The camera won't even give it any justice that you ever did see. And I harvested these before we left. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there are some purple hull, I said it right that time, peas. Another name for them, I think this is the variety that instead of a black-eyed pea, these are going to be pink-eyed. So I'll give you an update when I shell these so that you can see the color. But yeah, that was from the bean harvest. And then I have all this lettuce. Lettuce, I don't know if you see how thick that basket is. But this lettuce, all types of varieties of lettuce. And I'll be bagging that up and giving it away this week. Then I have a harvest of collards. More collards, remember? I harvested collards before I left. Look at that leaf. Cray, and I mean crazy. So I'll be cooking those and putting them up for Thanksgiving. And then my first harvest of broccoli. I grew broccoli. You see how big this is? I'm so proud of my broccoli. Isn't it gorgeous? And what I have the broccoli sitting on are broccoli leaves. I'm gonna try them. And on the other side of the broccoli leaves are rutabaga leaves that I'm gonna cook and see what they taste like. So I told you I'd give you an update of the harvest. This is what going away for 9 days and coming back to harvest looks like. Y'all stay tuned. There's so much more to come.